A very good morning to you. It is Saturday now, the 11th of November 2023, and to introduce my video, which will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow on the Sunday, I'm on the comedy carpet, just giving you a brief look of all the exciting rides and huts that will appear for the Christmas festive season. Now, I'm going to show you this here, still being prepared. This is the very, very exciting snow ride, snow slide. There we are, it's still being prepared. So that's what's in store for one and all this Christmas festive season with these attractions. Thank you for watching my video on Thursday evening about Abington Street Market. Thank you. Now, there's a lot to show you with this video coming up. Lots and lots of news about new businesses opening and visits to our usual builds. So I must get on with this. So with a final view of this snow slide, here is your week's video. Thanks to everyone for what they do and all the businesses. Enjoy it. A very warm welcome to one and all. It is Tuesday now, the 7th of November, just coming up to 11 o'clock in the morning. Down the bottom there is Ceda Square, and we are at the moment in the well-known road now of Edward Street. Over there is the Commons Bar. We are known there, and next door the same applies to the hairdressers and some. Now, I have wonderful news for you. First of all, I would like very much to show you these 3 shop fronts here that, as one and all know, have been refurbished over quite a long period of time, and upstairs as well. All refurbished upstairs. Don't they look nice? There's the green one, and on the end the blue one, and in the middle the pastel coloured one. Very impressive shop fronts indeed. Now, what I can tell you is this: on the corner is the well-known ex-shop of Blacks, which has been on many people's videos uploaded to YouTube, including of course this channel's, and it is quite a state, isn't it? When you go round here, this is also part of the building, these 3 or 4 shops here. Now, the wonderful news that I can tell you, and I'm ever so pleased to tell you this, is that over the weekend I have learned and had it clarified that a company has applied to completely renovate these shops here, including Blacks. Yes, a complete renovation job. The company have applied in the usual manner to Blackpool Council to allow a complete refurbishment of this area here. Now, all this channel can do is to wish that company and all involved all the very best, because when this is done, now this is going to take time, certainly is. Now, when this is done, this will make this road here that leads to Abington Street very, very impressive and interesting, without a shadow of a doubt. There's all the other businesses operating down here. There's the kitchen, there's the travel agents, and down the bottom there, the well-known electrical shop of Derbyshire's. So, with a final view of the ex-shop of Blacks, this is where our visit today, telling you and informing you of what is going to happen in the near future. A very good morning to one and all. It is Friday now, November the 10th, about 11:30 in the morning. And to open up my video for this Friday, I'm able to bring you to Water's Edge. The Irish Sea on its way in to the walls of Blackpool seafront. There we are. Lovely, lovely blue views of these rolling waves that are now attempting to get to these steps where we are on and the promenade. There's the North Pier. Now I've got a lot to do today, so I'm going to press on now, and I do hope you like all of today's Friday's video. We start today's video in Abington Street, and this morning on the Friday, the 10th of November, Abington Street Market at the front opens its doors to one and all. Can I please ask you to view last night's video, part 517, to see all the stalls that are inside this exciting Abington Street Market. Now, just going to proceed a short way along Abington Street because I have wonderful, exciting news that's happened so quickly along Abington Street. Just to show you where we are, look, that's the old post office of Blackpool with the telephone boxes, and here on the left is the bread basket. There we are, there's the bread basket. Now I have 2 or 3 items to show you that has happened also very quickly. Now over there is the Icons, a new business that settled down very well. I'm going to come back to this in a few seconds, but the first item I'd like to show you that is new is next door. This shop now, this once empty shop, has now been completely renovated, and it's going to open up very shortly. It's going to be a vape shop known as a Vape Joint. There we are. It's been, well, there wasn't much to do in this shop because it was left in a pristine way. It really was. So there we are, a shop opening up in the near future called a Vape Joint. Now I'm going to return to the shop of Icons. Very interesting news indeed. I'm just going to move around the corner and I'm going to show you a run of these other 3 units. Right, now the shop immediately adjacent to Icons, well, this is ever so interesting. The owner of Icons would like one and all to know that in the month of February next year, 2024, they will be extending their business into here as well. So that's that unit spoken for. Next door, now all things in Blackpool can happen very quickly. Next door, I'm going to show you this because again it's happened so very quickly. This unit now is going to be an actual barber shop. And there's the pictures of their stylist work, and I can show you this that might be interesting to a few people. They're looking for a qualified actual barber to work in this shop. There's the phone number there as well. Now this leaves us to the last of these 3 units. Now this one here is still available to let. So I hope that you found this information and news interesting. So 2 of these 3 units have gone, and that vape shop as well. So it's all happens very quickly along Abington Street. So I'm going to press on now with a view of the old post offices of Blackpool and the kiosks of the telephone boxes. Now we next visit the build of the cinema complex and the giant store underneath. Now from here, first of all, I'd like to show you the arrival of all items that are being waited to be taken inside to the part build of this cinema complex. Look at all the material that has only just arrived this morning. Now, there is a message for one and all concerning this very impressive looking cinema, and that is, it was hoped that this cinema would open this side of Christmas. Regretfully, this will not be met. The new timetable and the new date that this cinema complex will open is in fact spring of 2024. So with a look at that lovely copper coloured cladding and the white cladding, and again a view at ground level, this visit this week is really all about the impressive announcement made by the cinema company that this project will now open spring 2024. Thank you, and we will see one and all at this build and next week. On my way to our next build, I thought you might like to see this on this lovely sunny Friday afternoon, just coming up to 1 o'clock, and it is the arrival of the Christmas tree. And there we are, it's part built, so in the near future this will be completed and finished. The Christmas tree in St John's Square 2023. We have now arrived at our weekly visit of the build of the Works and Pensions Office. There we are, the well-known view of the facade here. Now, as I move up here, I'm very pleased to be able to tell you and show you this impressive blue mobile crane that we see the other side of the build last week. And it's worked its way around here now. A very impressive piece of plant machinery, this. Now, if we're lucky, we may see a lift taking place. A further view of this wonderful piece of plant machinery here. I do believe something is being harnessed up. Meanwhile, I can show you this. Oh no, there goes the chain there. It's going up now. So perhaps it is not a lift. We will follow the chain up and along, because I do believe there's something new to show you on this facade here. And look at all this brickwork here. I do believe that is brand new. How impressive is that? Superb. We will move on now with a final look at that mobile crane, and again what I believe to be a new view for this facade here and this superb looking brickwork. We have moved around the other side to this giant build. We are now at the gate 2. And straight in front you will see this excavator at work. And the other side of it we can see another one hard at work. And there we can see some tradesmen at ground level in that massive hole. Looking up to this amazing and impressive build, this will close our weekly visit to this build of the Works and Pensions Office, and we will see one and all again next week. Simply moving a couple of 100 yards around the corner from that build of the Works and Pensions Office finds us now at our next build, which is the Holiday Inn. Now what I would like to show you, or rather try to show you, is that this week the arrival of many necessary items, so as Marco's, the Pierre White top class restaurant, can in the near future open up. Yes, there's hundreds and hundreds of items that have been received for this. So we'll move on now. Our next view to this build will be the latest view I can offer on the construction and the build of the underpass. So down this now well-known ramp, let me see what we find. Well, yes, we can see new paving bricks just under the roof of the actual underpass. Can you see them? They are new, and there's some pipes there. Yes, this work has taken place on those flight of steps that will lead you and all the passengers to Blackpool North railway station. So we'll move on around now to see what else we can find new this week. We are right round the other side now of this build. There's the giant store of Sainsbury's in the background, and I can show you this scissor lift in operation, as on the cradle on the roof you will see quite a lot of activity. There's quite a few contractors are doing the necessary work on the roof here. And as we move along here, we can see parcels of necessary items needed internally. And a closer view of that scissor lift. Oh yes, a lot of ground churned up here. So I'm going to walk around the other side so as we meet up again at our once principal viewing area. Yes, we have moved to what was once the gates of our principal viewing area. And as we learned last week, these gates are no longer here, all replaced by this harass fencing. Now I'm going to let this camera show one and all the work that is taking place inside at ground level at this Holiday Inn. Look at the vast area that has to be attended to. It will be done. So, with a view of the lettering of the Holiday Inn and a final look into the build at ground level, this will complete our visit this week to the build of the Holiday Inn, and we will see one and all again next week. Now, on this Friday afternoon, it's just coming up to 3 p.m, we have an invite. Oh yes, we have an invite to inspect inside this new cocktail club, the Seiko. Now, as you know, a couple of videos ago, we actually see this sign, this lovely gold sign, actually being placed. So there we are, just to show you again, we're just down Clifton Street, the bread basket on the corner, and now we're going to go inside and see the wonderful, wonderful job that these contractors have done to prepare this Seiko club. I'm just going to close the door, and here we are inside now. Please notice the beautiful walling, the lovely flooring, and the side walls, and now these attractive seating areas with the lovely shaped tables. They are either side of this bar. Very, very impressive indeed. Look at this lovely walling here, look, and the hanging lights. Absolutely first class. And now a look at the bar with all the spirits nicely placed on the shelving here. And on the counter we have a nice selection. Very, very unusual this, and very impressive. Now I'm told these are all blasters. Now I've just had an invite. The management here has asked me if I could do the audio, so I'm going to, and I've just been waved around this side of the counter to show you everything that is here. Well, these are extraordinary, absolutely superb. And lifting the camera up, we get a close view of all the spirits on this shelf. And our first view in a bar from the serving side. Oh look, all the spirits there. Oh, that's very interesting. Now I'm just going to sit myself down, and I'm quickly going to show you their menu. Please remember, this is a cocktail club. So I'm sitting down, and here's the menu now. I'm going to very quickly run through it. Here we are. We start with the classic cocktails. Martinis, margaritas, French martini, and then we come to the frozen cocktails, pina coladas. I'm just going to turn the page. And here, a vodka section, Grey Goose. And then moving on to gin. The Gordons are there, the Bulldog is there, Hendrix is there, and a Roku. Just going to turn the page, and what do we find here? Oh look, rum and brandy and cognac. Oh, the Cavoisier and the tequila. Moving on to the next, or rather the adjoining page, the whiskey. Oh, look at all these well-known ones and some very special ones here. The Chivas Regal and the Johnny Walker Blue Label. And the liquor one there, the Chartreuse. Turning the page. A draft Peroni. Again, turning the page. We have mocktails. Tutti Frutti. Kiwi and passion fruit. Wow. And if you like, you can enjoy a visit here. If you don't drink the hard stuff, you could have a soft drink. Oh look, Coca-Cola. And the last page of this very, very impressive menu, white wine section and a red wine section, a fine red wine section and a rosé and a sparkling wine. And at the bottom, oh yes, champagne. Well, I do hope that you've enjoyed this internal visit to this very impressive bar of Seiko. Now, all I've got to do now is to turn around and thank the management very, very much for allowing me to make this video. And if I can ask all my viewers, when you come to Blackpool in the near future, please pop in and see this very impressive new wine bar. Bye-bye now. I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye. Hello everyone. Now, to close this video up entirely and thank one and all who has watched it, I must return to the build of the Works and Pensions Office, because on Friday I made a mistake, and I'd like to correct that with my visit here this morning on the Saturday. It is in fact superb cladding that has been placed here. Look, oh, it really looks superb. I said it might be brick. Well, I apologise about that. It was the colour of it and I wasn't looking at it from the correct angle. Look, it's superb, superb cladding. I'm going to show you it again, looking face on. And this is going to be one impressive building here. There we are, look. Lifting the camera up very slowly, you can see the placing of this magnificent copper-coloured cladding again, the same virtually, I believe, as for the cinema complex. But yes, look at this beautiful outside cladding for this construction of the Works and Pensions Office. So, with a view of this mobile crane, this will close up entirely this week's video, thanking again one and all for what they do, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye now, bye bye.